Hi everybody, Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of a special blog hop with Crafty Meraki. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but she asked me to join her, and she has some fabulous new products that I've used to create these two Slimline cards. So I'm using 2 dies and 2 stamp sets. The 2 dies are Slimline size, called Craft Around and Bubble Mania, and the floral stamp sets are called Sweet Friendship and Magnificent Bloom. So I'm going to start with the Bubble Mania and some of the little packaging. You ever have trouble getting the packaging off your dies? I just leave it on, you know what I mean? And save the energy. You got to conserve it. So popping out all the innards, I'm using some of this Lawn Fawn Pixie Dust cardstock, which is like a shimmery, clear shimmery. I'm going to do that behind the Bubble Mania die cut panel. Lots of slivers of foam tape. Nothing worse than a saggy Slimline. Nothing worse than it. Popping that up over the pixie dust, and you got a gorgeous little shimmer. Now, you don't have to pop it up, but you know what I say. Dimension is life. Okay, moving on to the Magnificent Blooms. It's a jumbo, gorgeous floral bouquet that I'm going to emboss in clear. So I rubbed down some white cardstock with the magic powder bag. I'm inking up the blooms with Versamark ink, and I'm going to pour on some clear embossing powder because I like to add color. My favorite way to add color is with ink blending. Now, everybody's got their different choices. Some like to do Copics. Some like to do watercolor. Some people work magic with the no-line watercolor or the no-line Copic, and you do you. Whatever tickles your fancy. What tickles my fancy is when you emboss it in clear and go over it with some inks. I'm using Pink Fresh Studio inks here, Sparkling Rose, Coral Reef, and a little apricot. It's a gorgeous little warm tone bouquet. Speaking of bouquets, yesterday was my mom's 77th birthday. And it's hard. We're in Germany. She's in Illinois. What are you going to do? I think even if we were in Illinois, crazy times, I'm not sure if we'd all get together, but I wanted to send her a big bouquet of flowers. So I went online, and you don't know what you're getting. You don't know if it's going to be a good one or a bad one. I'm looking through all the different kinds of flowers. I don't know what my mom exactly loves. She likes it all. By the way, I'm fussy cutting the bouquet here. And then I'm going to pop it up right onto the Bubble Mania Slimline panel there. It looks gorgeous. It hangs over the edge, so you're probably going to have to make your own envelope for this one. But that's why I love the envelope punch board. Okay, I'm going to do a sentiment also from the Magnificent Blooms. What I love about this is it's one of those blocks where it looks like you embossed the sentiment in white, but you didn't. You just stamped it. And I'm going to trim that out and pop it up right onto the card. Okay, so back to the bouquet that I ordered from my mom. Surfing through, can't decide. So what I did was I chose the florist's choice. Okay, it was a gamble, but I gotta tell you, the bouquet arrived yesterday and she was ecstatic. Next card is the Craft Around. Now I'm going to do something a little fancy schmancy here. I have some printer paper. It's really thin, covering it with tape runner, slapping on a bunch of strips of solid color cardstock. Most of these are Concord 9th, but a little bit of Stamp Market, maybe a little bit of Simon's Stamp. I just hoard it all and use it all and love it all. And I did try to measure, sort of measured, that the strips were about the size of the rose on the Craft Around Slimline. You'll see when I die cut it. I'm going to trim this out. And this is the reason why I did it on printer paper, because I knew I was going to run this whole shebang through the die cutting machine, and I didn't want it to get too thick so I could get a nice, clean cut. Okay, back to the floral bouquet. Going to run this through the whole thing with the Craft Around Slimline. Going to pop out all the innards using retractable needle tool. My mom texted me photos of the bouquet. She was ecstatic. It was absolutely gorgeous. What I think they did was use every flower in the shop. It had every flower in that bouquet, but I mean, it looked mighty fantastic. And all that matters is that my mom was happy. I also sent her an Amazon gift card because what my mom loves most of all, more than anything in the whole world, is cookbooks. So she always goes to Amazon, buys cookbooks, and that's what she loves. And what are you going to do? Okay, she's got a whole library of them, and she keeps on buying more. But I like stamps, and I like chocolate, and I'm never going to get sick of those two things. So once I realized, what, my mom just likes cookbooks, just get her a bouquet of flowers. You know what I really wanted to do, because every year we always, I make a cheesecake. I wanted to try to order a cheesecake to get delivered, but I couldn't get that done. And then what I tried to do was we tried to get Chick-fil-A or Steak and Shake ordered. We're like, Mom, can we send you a happy birthday meal? And she's like, no, don't do it, because I got a piece of salmon that I want to cook in the air fryer. I'm like, all right, I won't do it. Okay, so I used that Sweet Friendship stamp set. I embossed it in white onto vellum. And then I fussy cut it out to the high heavens. And I'm just gluing on some bits and bobbles all around there. Taking these jumbo Tim Holtz scissors, which I never thought I needed. But now that I have them, I don't know what I've been missing. They are the Cadillac of scissors. And then a few of these little blooms, just glued those right in the center. I used glossy accents. I went ahead and embossed a sentiment from the Sweet Friendship. And then a few little sequins here and there, tucking them in, staggering them. And this Slimline is finished. Grateful for your kindness. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure and check out the rest of the video hop for Crafty Meraki. And there's also a great giveaway in the description. Check out all the details. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.